You knock me off of my feet now, baby. Now that I have your attention. Hello, everybody. My name is Andrew, and I like goth mommies. Yes, I know. But in all seriousness, no, I like to draw a lot. So why am I here, you might be asking? Well, I just wanted to try new things, you know? I wanted to do more than drawing, and I thought it would be a good test of skill to just make a video talking about how we got here. And if you don't know, it's also because I've seen all these other people also be doing these first videos. While no hate to them, I'm glad that they're getting themselves out there. It's just a little tiring to see them all just kind of say the same thing. So I'm just going to be also talking about how my art evolved over the years, because I want to challenge myself, like I said, and keep myself on track. Like, start doing more animation and learn Blender, maybe. How the fuck do I do this? Ooh, oh. Whee! And do all these other things because I want to be the best creative I can be. And so the first step is this. Mickey, are you good? Oh, he's tired. He's so cute. So cute! Aww. Now here's a fun fact. This is actually my second time making this video because I was really unhappy with the first one. I had a whole script and everything, but I realized, like, while editing, man, I do horribly with this script. It's so bad. Off script, I sound way better and way more natural. And that's why we're doing this. No script. I started drawing just how every other kid gets into drawing. Did it when I was younger and, like, kind of just never stopped. I don't have much of my art from when I was younger. A lot of it was like in the margins of notebooks or on my test papers or just literally anywhere I could. I drew a lot when I was little, and I still do, but like every sheet of paper I had, I was just doodling or something. I don't have a lot of documented drawings from that period, mainly because we just stashed it somewhere and I'm too lazy to look. So I'm basically going to be talking about what I just have in my camera roll. I'm honestly surprised how okay I am at drawing when I was like about 10 when these happened. Just looking back in general on all of these drawings, I'm surprised how okay I am, because I really thought I was just absolute garbage. Looking back now, it's not so bad. Good job, little me. For a while when I was drawing these, and even later, I was just super into Sonic, like unbelievably. That's usually just how it goes with me. Like, I would like something a lot and I would just draw it a lot. So it also happened with like characters like Mario or Batman when I was little. I think something really impressive also is that when I started digital art, I started on the Notes app on the iPad. As we all know, it is not meant for drawing. So it just had like one layer. Well, it didn't even have layers. So I like layered on a couple colors and like, I mean, it doesn't seem that hard. I'm just surprised how not scribble shit this all is. And something else, when I moved on to the next drawing app I tried, it didn't have layers as well, which was, it's insane to me how I even did any of this. So, you know, maybe I'll give my younger self credit where credit is due. Now, I initially started doing animation around the time I started playing Cuphead, and I keep saying it, but I am very surprised how these look. Like, they don't look awful, as well as the art, because at this time I was trying to find an actual good drawing app, and when I found one with like actual layers and whatever, this is where the style, I think, really started, when I started doing other things. Even though I was like inspired by like Tyson Hesse and Yuji Iwakawa, and of course I did my research on Cuphead, and I was inspired by Fleischer and Walt Disney cartoons and all these different things. I combined all these things I was interested in and made it my own. So here's where the real meat begins. After trying all these other apps, I finally landed on Procreate, and it is now my main drawing and animation app thanks to Procreate Dreams. Both of these are extremely natural and just the best for my workflow. It has everything I need, and it's not super complicated, and yeah, I love Procreate, man. I love procreating. Remember to stay hydrated, paisanos. Remember to stay hydrated. Even though I still mainly only drew Sonic, I'm still surprised the amount of experimentation and like style change and like ever-moving pace I was growing when I started using Procreate. It's kind of incredible to me just how much improvement can happen in only the span of a couple months. Like if you take my first couple Batman drawings to like how I'm doing him now, it's kind of crazy, especially with the major growth I was going through last year into this year. A lot of it has to do with me playing Persona 5 and playing the Batman Arkham trilogy for the first time. I got really invested into both games, and especially Batman, which kicked off my re-interest for him. So now I've been studying artists like Dan Mora, who does the World's Finest run right now, and Jorge Jimenez, who's also doing the Matte Fraction Batman run right now. Because ever since I did this Batman drawing, which was based on a Todd McFarlane video, it kind of opened my eyes, and I realized that I'm able to do way more than just Sonic or Mario, or just things I'm already comfortable with. Which is why now I've been doing many more people. I've also done more background work, more actual pieces. I've been challenging myself and studying, and there's so much more I want to do with my art. I'm not sure how to describe my style now. The words that come up in my head are kind of like handcrafted or just graphic, sketchy. It could be so many things. Who knows, like in a year it could like look completely different. I really am proud of how my art looks now. And there's so much more I want to do, because I see like posts on Instagram with these like crazy designs or like things on Pinterest that I just find so cool, and you know, I want to be like that. I want my style to be really flexible. I'm inspired by so many artists. I wish I could name them, but unfortunately I'm really bad with that. I'm really intrigued by like this Art Deco, film noir, kind of Who Framed Roger Rabbit vibe. But I'm also really inspired by like Y2K, 90s and 2000s, like pop art, like Jet Set Radio. In my mind, I'm kind of like in two different worlds, because I really do love vintage things. Old movies, like Casablanca. I'm really in love with jazz. It's one of my favorite genres. But I'm also in love with like the 80s, 90s aesthetic. I love rock. It's my second favorite genre. Movies like The Breakfast Club. Games like Mario 64, Sonic Adventure 2. All these things, and I want to kind of breathe those passions into the art and everything else that I would want to do in the future. I love creating, and I recently came to the realization I'm not going to just shackle myself to just wanting to become an animator. I just want to work in the entertainment world as a whole and just be able to create what I want to create. I just love doing these things. Of course, I have a lot to learn, and I'm still going to learn. I am still young, and I do have time, so there's no pressure. I'm really excited for what I'm going to do next. I don't think I have a whole lot more to say. That couldn't just be its own video. If you want to see more of me, specifically me playing video games, I want you to check out my friend, because he posts these great and funny videos of the two of us just cracking each other, absolutely going at it. But in all seriousness, no, it's just us goofing around playing video games, and he has his own couple things that he's working on, so I really do recommend you check him out. By the way, your boy does all the thumbnails. Look, Gary, there I am! I also highly recommend you check out my Instagram. I post there like weekly. I'm way more consistent there than I probably ever will be here. Depending on how this video does, I do have a couple more ideas in the tank. But it all just depends on if I have the motivation, depending on how many people see it. If this is something I can see myself just doing outside of any other creative projects. But yeah, I think that's really all. Thank you for checking me out, and follow if you want to see the journey. That's about it. See, you really thought that was it, didn't you? Well, you were wrong! So one night I was about to go to sleep, and an idea popped in my head. And then another one did. And then another. So now I have an idea for like a little indie comic or show if I ever get to do that. About a space cowboy. Yeah, I guess I'm doing that now.